Yeah, I'm gonna do this video right quick. It's called Silence. Person that is silent and really doesn't speak that much, they become mysterious because people don't know what they're thinking. And that's a dangerous person, male, female, whatever race, height, age, or whatever, because you don't know what's on their mind. People respect them because they don't know what they're thinking. You can read their body language only to a point, but you can't read it like you would read somebody who is always loud or talkative, or should I say sociable, more than somebody who's quiet. The quiet ones is the ones you better watch. The quiet ones are the ones that lay back, watch and listen to what others say and do. See what I'm saying? I ain't saying it's a good thing or bad thing. I'm just saying they watch you. People watch you like that. I'm quiet when I have to be, or if I don't have much to say, or I'm in my so to speak meditative mood. But I am saying that don't underestimate somebody quiet, because you don't know what they're thinking. Like I said in another video, actions speak louder than words. Well, actions also speak louder when somebody's quiet, because they throw you off edge unless you know them. If you don't know them, say there's 30 people in the room and a person that's quiet comes in and nobody knows who they are, male, female, whatever culture, height or weight, you're going to get sort of off or on edge, because you don't know what type of person you're dealing with, especially if they're quiet or if they're silent. Silence is golden. Have you heard that? It is. At times, you know, I'm a quiet person when I ain't got nothing to say. If I got something to say, I ain't gonna be quiet. But when I don't have nothing to say and I'm in my meditative moods and I'm thinking about something or trying to solve some type of situation or problem, whether it's positive or negative, I'm quiet. I like peace of mind. I don't like being around people when I'm in that kind of mood, because all that does is takes away from whatever God is trying to tell you on whatever problem that you may be having. You know what I'm saying? Or somebody who has told you something in a conversation and you're dwelling on it and thinking about it and trying to figure out the solution to the problems, or the ins or the outs, or the outs or the ins. Silence is just as powerful as actions, because excuse me, a silent person will throw you off, because you don't know what you're thinking. And you want to know what's on their mind. They're not going to tell you everything. They may tell you a few things. And again, some won't tell you nothing. So that makes people think that they're standoffish and they're every negative thing they can think of in the book, because they don't want to be bothered by a bunch of noise and rah-rah stuff. You know what I mean? They want to be by themselves. Not to say that these people won't be sociable at another day and time, but they got stuff on their mind that they're trying to figure out. And they don't need to be around a lot of people for them to cloud their brain and their thinking and their thoughts. everybody needs to be by themselves, and a lot of people are. Some people out here, they won't be normal if they don't be around a bunch of rah-rah shit. Noise, you know, a lot of people, a lot of hee-hee-ha-ha and all that stuff. Not all the time. There's a time and place for everything. Just like Jesus said in the Word. It's a time to die. It's a time to live. It's the time to let go. It's a time to plant. It's a time to pluck up. You know, it's a time for everything. It's a time for love, and it's a time for not love. You know, it's a time for hate, and it's a time for love. It's a time for joy, and it's a time for sadness. I mean, that's just the way it is. You know, I don't like being around a lot of people or anybody when I'm thinking about something important that I need to solve or some type of problem. See, I might go to some folks for advice on certain things, but best believe it's gonna be behind closed doors or somewhere private where we can talk and work it out or get ideas and solutions to the problem. If you're trying to solve something, you need to be around people that you can trust, number one. Number two, you need to be around people that know what they're talking about or got the experience. Number three, you got to apply the principles and weigh the options to know if their wisdom that they told you is correct or incorrect, or are you going to accept that? You know, you don't have to accept it all. You can accept some of it to help you in your life or apply to your situation or your life or whatever you're going through. But just remember, God made you and gave you a mind to think also. But He also leads people to you or leads you to people to get the answers that you're seeking about whatever you may be going through. Whatever problems you're having, whatever problems you're trying to solve, you know, whatever situations you're trying to work out of, you know, the ins, the outs, the ins, the ups, the downs, the left, the rights, all of that. It's all in that same nucleus of circles of wisdom or silence, you know. I like quiet most of the time, but in this world and the way it is now, it's hard. Because everybody wants to be in a world of noise. I mean, some people just can't live their life without having noise around them all the time. Me, I'm the opposite of that. I like noise at times, but I don't like it all the time because I'm pretty much a quiet person. I always have been. You know, until somebody start acting a fool on whatever level, then I'm at to weigh my options, and if it don't get corrected until I get to a certain level of anger or disappointment with whomever, it's going to escalate, you know. And you make sure you talk to people that you can trust, because if you don't trust them, why would you go to them with your problems? The only person you can truly trust is Jesus Christ. That's it. All you can talk to God, you know how? In prayer, and open his Bible up and read it. Pray to Him, ask Him for wisdom on whatever you're going through. He's going to lead you to a scripture that's going to be so amazing and knock you off your feet. He's going to give you the perfect answer for everything. That's the first thing you need to do. But He also sends people to you, or send you to people. Lead you to somebody or somebodies. Male, female, doesn't matter. Whatever culture, it doesn't matter. Whatever weight, whatever height, it doesn't matter. Whatever gender, it doesn't matter. God speaks through all. Even animals. Trust that. Animals God uses to help us. That's why I said in another video, you got to stop abusing these animals, man. These animals were put here by Jesus, through Jesus. I've read it. Got videos on the internet like that I'm talking about. When you're abusing a dog, you're abusing Jesus. They're animals, but they're his animals. He put them here for a reason. But anyway, like I said, that's how he works. You know, he'll send you the perfect person, male, female, and you tell him what you seeking or what you going through and you trying to solve whatever. God got the perfect person for you because he going to send them straight your way. And they're going to have the perfect answer or answers for you to solve whatever you're trying to accomplish, solve, or even get rid of. So, never underestimate that. You know, you don't have to mingle with a bunch of people. I don't. I ain't never been like that. I'm not no crowd pleaser like that. I mean, a lot of people get on my nerves. You know, I can't be around a lot of people all the time. Only certain times and in situations, you know, but some people don't know how to stop. You know, they won't be on their rah-rah stuff all the time. That's clouding your thinking. And when God tries to speak to you in silence, you don't hear him because you busy that going, and you got other stuff going. You got other people over here, you know, over here, up here, down here. You're missing out what God's trying to tell you. He come to you like when you're not doing anything. Like a silent voice, like a whisper, like a puff of fresh air that blows by you. That's how God speaks. Or speaks through other people. But when you're still, when you're laying in your bed at night or in the daytime, or you going through your chores, like say you washing dishes in the kitchen and drying them, that's when he come to. That's when he start giving you answers to whatever you went to him for in prayer, or other people that he used to send to you to help you with your problem, to help you solve it. You know what I'm saying? He works through your thoughts. He works through other people that he know if he send them to you, you're going to trust them. You know? God's voice is a whisper. So you got to be around less noise as possible, because if you're not, you're going to miss what he's trying to tell you to solve whatever problem that you came to him in the first place. He can't solve your problem. He can, but he can't speak to you about it if you got all this noise around you. You're around a lot of people. You know, you're not in your quiet moments and times. See, that's when he comes. When you're about to drop off to sleep at night in your dreams. Or you just sitting somewhere by yourself, say you in a park or somewhere. Or say you just out driving, or you going to the grocery store, or the corner store, or clothing store, the grocery store, all that. That's when he comes. That's when God can speak to you so loudly, even in a bunch of noise, if you focus and be silent and let him speak to you. He can do that. But you gotta want it to happen like that. You gotta expect it to happen that way. If you don't, then you're gonna miss out on something that is a blessing for you. And it may not come back right away, it may come back later. But you got to be listening. God speaks. When he does, people listen. This ain't E.F. Hutton and all that. No. This is Jesus Christ. He sends angels to you in the flesh, male, female, young or old, to answer whatever you are seeking. But you can't always be around a lot of people. You got to have your own quiet moments and stay to yourself so you can focus and meditate on the problems that you're having that you're trying to solve. And the only way you're going to be able to do that is you got to call on Jesus. And some of your friends that you trust enough to let God speak through to help you. So that's what I'm talking about. You need your space so you can run your race and solve your problems. And that's all I got to say on it, because it's the truth. I can sit here and talk all day, all night, but what I said is the truth. Stay to yourself more to solve your problems. I mean, God gonna lead you to people to help you out with your problems. Once you come out of your silent meditation mood, then God got people for you to help you, to lead you, to guide you into your situation that you're trying to solve. But you got to have an open mind, you got to be humble, and you got to listen. Stop, look, and listen. Real simple. Later.